Hi, welcome to my video. In it I'm going to be showing you how you can set up an iPad VPN. Now a VPN is a virtual private connection and people use it for all sorts of things. Primarily it's a connection between you and a VPN server that's completely secure. It's encrypted. So people use it for quite commonly in business to dial back to their company headquarters and access documents, emails, stuff like that. But increasingly people use it for other reasons, perhaps to bypass firewalls or filters set up by the government or countries. Chinese use lots of VPNs to get to all the sites they get blocked, like Facebook and stuff like that. And people in other countries use it. If you want to access somewhere like Hulu in America and you're not in America, a US VPN will work just as well. Okay, well I won't go on too much about VPNs. I'll just show you how you can set one up on an iPad. This is my iPad here. Now you will need to find a VPN provider. If you work for a company, you may have one for free if they've got a VPN server, and use that. It's pretty much the same steps. Otherwise, you're going to have to subscribe to a VPN service. You won't find a free one, unfortunately. VPN servers cost a lot of money to run. There's a cost to every piece of data that you transfer through it, and they take time securing, supporting and stuff like that. So you're going to have to find a service. I use one called Overplay. This is Overplay. I use their full VPN service, and it's great. It's easy to use, and they've got lots and lots of different countries. So if you want a Canadian VPN or a US VPN, or it's all included, it's all the same price. So they're well recommended, but there are lots of others now. So feel free. The steps will be fairly similar for each one. Okay, so right, I've got my Overplay account, and now I've got my iPad. You need to go into Settings here, and you need to find the VPN section. Mine's straight off the settings. If you've got a different version, it might be under Network, a different iPad. So I select VPN, and I'm going to add a VPN configuration. This little screen will pop up. This is where it might change depending on who you're using. At the top here, Overplay is PPTP. Okay, so we need to select that. Yours might be slightly different depending on your provider. Description, I'm going to call this Overplay, and I'm going to give this a name. Let's set up a Canadian VPN here from using the Canadian server. Okay, give it something you know that recognizes it, and put the country if you're going to have lots of them. It gets less confusing. Server, I'm going to have to blank this out, but this is I'm going to put in the Overplay's Canadian server. Just excuse me, my typing is a bit slow on this keypad. Okay, and then I put in my account. This is my Overplay account. So if you were with somebody else, you put their server name, their account name, and obviously a password. And that's pretty much it. Then you need to just click on the Save button there. And you'll see in the list, I've now got two VPNs. There's a US one that I set up early, and this one is Overplay Canadian. So it's a VPN connection to Canada, a server in Canada. So if I wanted to watch, I think it's CATV, which is the Canadian only television station, I might use this. They've got a lot of the History Channel stuff on, so I'm going to use that. What you do is you select Overplay Canada, and turn on the VPN. See this button here where it says off? Just select on. It will then attempt to connect to the Overplay Canadian server. Okay, and that's all connected. Now you can see here, hopefully, at the top here, the VPN is connected. So now whenever I go anywhere on this this iPad at the moment, it's routed through Canada. Okay, so just remember that when you're searching or browsing or stuff like that, you'll get Canadian results, but you will also be able to go to Canadian-only websites. What I suggest you do, if you subscribe with something like Overplay, where all the servers are included, have a big list. Have a server in each country. You know, have maybe a US one for Hulu, set up a Canadian one for Canada, a Canada TV, set up a UK one for BBC iPlayer, ITV, stuff like that. Have a little list of them. If you're only using it for security, say you want you're in a cafe or you want secure connection to do some banking or something like that, pick a server that is geographically nearer to you. So don't VPN all the way to Canada if you're in France. Set up a French VPN, okay? So that will just keep your connection secure. Okay, well, that's basically it. I hope this has helped. I'll put some more videos about different settings we can do in different countries in another video. But thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.